and the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes, emotional support horses. Patrick and the people. Buck and the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes. Emotional support horses. Patrick and the people. Patrick and the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes, emotional support horses. Patrick and the people.
Oh, I don't know why that stopped like that. That was wild.
What is going on?
I don't know,
today,
man. What is up, everybody?
There we go.
It is, what is today? Tuesday? All day?
Is it Tuesday?
I think it is Tuesday, man.
We made it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? You feel like you had to survive Monday or something?
I do, man. It feels like it was just a long Monday. Like,
Really?
I woke up this morning and I was just like, oh, all right, let's try this again.
Let's do it again. All right.
It's a long walk from
Yeah.
Jacksonville to the studio, man, with my no car having
Yeah, well, you know how it is, dog.
fucking water pump.
That's funny. That's funny, dickhole.
What's up, man? How was your night?
Man, it was pretty decent, man.
Was it?
Yeah, we didn't do anything major. Went home, and I mean, I went and showed a home, a couple homes, and did that. Then went home and just chilled for the
Yeah.
night. Yeah, I think what did I watch? I was watching some sequel to a Liam Neeson movie that. You know, when you're just, there's nothing on, you're just bored, and you're like, yeah, put that on. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah, it was terrible already, but I'm still going to finish it because I can't not. But it was like he did this movie sometime back. I think it was called, I don't know if it was called Ice Road Truckers or what it was called, but you know, he was like a truck driver, and it was some, you know, terrorist, ICE, all kinds of shit.
Right.
Now somehow he's in a third world country, and you know, it's another event for him. So
Liam Neeson.
no ice. Well, kind of ice. He's on a mountain, but
Yeah.
it's Liam Neeson.
That's, yeah.
You know what's funny is I told Laura, I said, look, dude's 75 and still playing roles like a badass, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, man. A 75-year-old action hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
that
guess
is,
it's
yeah.
Not that crazy with the Expendables.
I
I mean, hell, half of them are probably near that age.
He's giving it to Pamela Anderson, so, you know.
He was, at least. I don't know if they still are.
Oh, are they not?
I don't know. Are they?
I haven't heard. I heard they were dating at one point, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He,
on to the next
he
thing.
probably said, yeah, that was fun,
Right.
and moved on.
Little doggy said I'm wearing my I'm a badass shirt. I didn't know this was my I'm a badass
It's a
shirt.
Mean Boy shirt. Just
is a
like this
Mean
one.
Boy? Yeah.
If you have horizontal stripes, that's called a Mean Boy shirt.
I've never in my life heard that
I
term.
hadn't either till my wife.
Yeah.
She said all the boys that are that pick on other people wear striped shirts. She calls them Mean Boy shirts. So that's what I adopted. I just call them Mean Boy shirts now.
I like it though, because
It's
I mean
funny, isn't it?
that's isn't that
I mean,
kind
I
of what
don't
this
know.
whole show is about, man?
Yeah.
Just picking on other
Yeah,
people.
that's very true. That's a fact, man. That's a fact right there. Mike said it's going to be an epic morning. Yeah, probably so, man.
Yeah.
Probably
Why not?
so.
Let's have one.
Let's see what's going on here, man. If there's anything we care about.
I was watching Fox News last night just
Oh.
for a minute, just because I hadn't heard anything
Yeah.
about, you know,
Okay.
new with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what did
Dude,
you?
They had like a rolling ticker of like companies that have fired people for posts
Really?
now, dude. It is crazy.
Man, it
Which I can't. I mean,
man, look,
Mm.
here's the thing, and this is what people have to understand, because you hear people talk about the First Amendment, right? And that's true. You can say anything you want practically in this country.
yeah,
Doesn't mean because you can say it, there's not a potential consequence with your employee.
This is
Your employer is a whole different thing.
right.
You know, if you go out on social media, which is public, even if you have what you call private social media,
Right.
and you say something that is contrary to, quote, the values of that company, then there's no doubt they can go, yep, we're done.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't mean,
People are finding out the hard way.
well,
too,
they,
man.
they are, you know, and it's in poor taste, you know, to be honest. It's sad to
It is.
see people, you know, look, I get, again, we've talked about this, so I'm not just going to go back into it, but, you know, everybody has a right to their opinion, but damn, man, I mean, how ruthless and brutal are you
Man.
when you start celebrating someone's death?
For real.
You know, I mean, I don't care who it is. I mean, I might get it if it was a Jeffrey Dahmer or a pedophile, but even then, you know, I don't know. It's just horrible, man.
It is, man. It is.
And so I don't understand right now some of these people, but I think that a lot of people have been waking up the past 2 or 3 days going, wait a minute, man, this isn't the world I want to live in.
Man, I would hope so. I would
do
really
too.
hope so.
I hope that's the case. I
Yeah.
hope it's not the other way. You know, I do get nervous. I see this communist guy running for, what is it, mayor of New York, mayor of New York. And everybody seems to be getting on board with him. And I'm like, I don't quite understand why you would choose a communist.
I didn't mean to like have this conversation
No,
this
I know.
early in the morning, but like it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because I was thinking about it last night, and I did turn on, you know, specifically Fox News
Yeah.
and scroll through the news channels for a minute just because I wanted to catch up, and like. I don't know, man. It was probably like 20 minutes before I was just like, all right, that's enough. I can't do it anymore.
No, it's
But then, like,
oversaturation.
on the other hand, I was sitting there thinking to myself, and I just got lost, and I whatever, for the longest time about, like, is this really the world that we live in? Because I turned off the news a long time ago because I
Yeah,
was like,
me
I'm
too.
just
I
done
don't
with the
ever-
negative.
I
I
don't
don't
watch
want
it,
to.
yeah.
If you watch it every day,
You're gonna be
the
negative.
world is coming to an end.
Yes.
Like, we're all going to die.
Yes.
It's the worst of the worst. And I
Yes.
just didn't want to live my life like that.
Yeah, you're either going to die by fascists, you're going to die by the climate, you're going to die.
Right.
It's killing you.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, like, watching it last night, I was like, am I being oblivious to everything that's really going on because I, you know, don't want to live in this view of the world?
It's an interesting question.
Or is it, you know,
No, I don't think
is
so.
it really as bad as they say it is?
I mean, I think some places and some situations are. Look, I continue, and I'll continue to say, I like where I live,
Right.
particularly now, and I have for the past few years because, you know, we're kind of a no bullshit place,
Right.
and that stuff is over on the coast over there acting crazy, and we're just here in the middle doing our little everyday thing. you know,
Right.
hey, what's up? You
Yeah.
know, and that's how I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if they want to, you know, blow each other up on the coast,
Have at it.
you know, I mean, what can I say?
Right.
You know.
You're just going to be here working on your water.
Yeah,
pump.
I'm just going to be doing my thing. Working on a water pump. That's my focus. My $2,000 water pump, not that. You know what I mean?
Right.
President Trump and the First Lady went over to see King Charles.
Oh, that's nice.
Many people don't realize they have diabetes. Data published said 44% of people 15 years and older who have it are undiagnosed.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Trump. And
No,
I was like,
no,
wait,
I
who
went
has
right past
diabetes?
that.
Yeah.
Went right past that, didn't I? It is interesting because you can be diabetic or borderline diabetic, and you can pull that back by
Yeah.
losing weight and getting healthy
I
and
actually
eating
was.
the right things. Yeah,
Yeah, my doctor had called me up and was like, hey, just to let you know, you're like pre-diabetic.
that's where I was when I lost all my weight because, you know, he was like, I want to put you on metformin. And I said, well, what is that? He goes, it's for pre-diabetic. I said, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep.
No, we're not going down this path. I'm not doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, so be aware of that. You know, if you are, typically it's going to strike. I mean, it can be anybody, but typically if you're overweight, significantly overweight, you're at real risk for it, especially if your diet's terrible, which if you're really overweight, like myself, you probably have a shitty diet.
And there's a picture of you and I right next to
Yeah, there's a picture of me
If
eating
you look
all
like
the
these
processed
two,
foods
yeah.
that I eat.
you drinking.
Apparently, Coachella has surprised everyone by announcing their lineup early, so go look it up if you care.
You can afford a ticket.
Yeah. A man is accused of carjacking a pair of nuns. This is not a joke. as they were leaving Mass. It happened last month in St. Louis, which is the most dangerous city in the country. When Jordan Grundy held up the women of God with a toy gun, forced them out of their car. He took off, leading police on a chase that ended when he crashed the car. He was already in jail when he was hit with the additional charges. So luckily, security cameras caught him committing the crime, allegedly. Yeah, you're hijacking nuns, you're carjacking nuns,
For
man.
real, man.
There's a real special place for you. You just bought the one-way pass, bro. Like, oh, yeah.
You get your own bus to
Yeah,
drive.
you pop up on St. Peter. He's like, oh, I remember you, Chief. Yeah, you're a legend. You carjacked the nuns, right? See you downstairs. See, you're gone. All right, let's see. The FBI was alerted to, what was he saying, the Russellville School District?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. He said
Okay,
they've
see
got-
what's up.
All right.
An FBI spokesperson says they were alerted in July to a social media account that was connected to the shooter who opened fire at a high school near Denver. The account included information about carrying out a mass shooting, gathering equipment, a weapon. The 16-year-old who died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound after injuring two students had been, quote, radicalized by an extremist network. They said the teen was known to have been active on a website that hosts content supportive of white supremacist ideology. So there you go. Mattel has outdone themselves with the latest special edition Barbie. Barbie and Ken are dressed in traditional ceremonial attire honoring Dia de los Muertos. That's the Day of the Dead. The Barbie is available at all the places you can get a Barbie if you're into getting one. Right. So it's Day of the Dead Barbie and Ken.
Okay.
I want to see zombie Barbie and Ken. That would be fun. Have them attack the other dolls that the kids have. Turn them into zombies also. I think that'd be awesome. Apparently people cared about the Emmys yesterday. They did pretty good on their ratings. I did not watch it and don't care to watch it or talk about it really, but I did hear that you told me about the Boys and Girls Club. Apparently some other celebrities donated money to them after that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I caught another article yesterday that was talking about how, like, it didn't go over well.
No,
And
I
was like,
can
no, I
imagine.
can't imagine.
No,
that.
people were probably like, what an asshole, you know? A couple of teens in Seattle found out pranks aren't funny. They were wearing clown masks. They allegedly harassed two women while showing a gun. Well, that's not really a prank. Police were flagged down by the women, and during the reporting, the suspect's vehicle was pulling into a nearby fast food restaurant. The mask and gun magazines found in the car. The older teen claimed it was a prank, showed officers video footage of the encounter. They were handcuffed and taken to jail. Yeah, you can't just pop up in a clown costume with a gun. And these pranks are getting out of hand. Somebody's going to get killed. You pull that shit over here in Saline County, someone will smoke you,
Right?
man. You won't be getting back in the car. You'll be a dead clown. So how would that prank work out? Don't do that stupid shit, man.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
What's up?
It's a story in Russellville.
Oh, okay. But it's not, nobody's shot or nobody's shooting or anything.
No.
Well, I mean, is it something we need to talk about?
I mean, I don't know. It's
Okay, well,
definitely.
we'll talk
I'll
about
talk
it
to you
at
on
the
a break
break. Yeah,
because
we'll
there's definitely some
yeah,
strong emotions
okay.
there. I'm sure.
All right, that's fine. According to a new survey, 31% of parents learned their kid bought something online without their permission. The average unauthorized shopping cost families about $170. About 20% spent over $300. Have you ever had your kid buy something online that you didn't know about?
No. Well, yes and no. Not off of my credit card, but he spent some of my V-Bucks on Fortnite before.
Oh,
And yeah.
what are V-Bucks? That's something
So,
to earn.
yeah, it's you. Yeah. Anyways, when you're playing Fortnite, there's a battle pass that you can get like bigger and better rewards for. You get all
Okay.
the new characters for the
Yeah.
season and everything, but you have to unlock them, right?
Okay.
It's $9.99 a month.
Okay.
But if you pay for it one time, then during the season you get enough free V-Bucks that you can just pay for it.
And
the
he
next
went and
season.
used them up.
And he went and used all my V-Bucks up on like buying special items, and then I didn't have enough to buy the next
Were
season.
you upset
I
about
had to-
that?
No, I mean, I was a little bit. I was like, hey, Don't be buying stuff on my Fortnite
So you didn't whoop his ass.
unless I tell you.
You didn't just go ham on him.
No, it was $10. Man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense. Trump administration official. I just want to read you the headline of this, just to tell you. Sometimes the perspective of how people write things tells you a lot, right? Rich.
Wait, what? Say that all again.
Just here by myself. Don't worry about me. I'm just here by myself.
Andy, he messaged me with more, and now it's a whole nother level. And
okay, I said sometimes just the way people write the headline of an article can tell you a lot.
Yes.
It says Trump administration officials are saying, "quote left-wing people are to blame for Charlie Kirk killing." Well, who did the shooting? I mean, it's pretty apparent. He wasn't a right-wing guy. I'm not saying they're responsible in general. I'm saying that
he was.
Huh?
Actually, he was.
No, he was definitely left-wing.
He was registered as a Republican.
He may have been, but he was definitely.
I mean, I can agree with you, but I'm just saying.
No, I mean, all of his things that he espoused, at least online and publicly, were not. He may have been a registered Republican, but I don't care. I don't identify as either, But
anyways,
it's just funny to me.
Right.
I
mean, of course they're going to.
President Trump did sign a memo yesterday creating a federal task force to deploy National Guard troops and other law enforcement to Memphis as part of their expanded crime crackdown. Now, if you're wondering, the governor, Bill Lee, he was excited about it. He is happy to have some help over there, as is the federal intervention comes despite the police chief saying the city already has seen historic reductions in crime rates, including murder rate. But they're going over there, that's for sure.
Darren said, "Good morning, guys." He said, "I'm still tired from Saturday." And then he was commenting on the Barbie story. He said, "Machine gun Barbie."
Yeah, that'd be great, too. We could have the one like in that one movie where she has a machine gun leg.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, Planet Terror or whatever that's called. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, that. I'd like to see more of that. Zombie Barbie, machine gun leg Barbie.
Right. Those
yeah. Skank Barbie. Ken's happiest day. All right. Who do we care about it? Do we care about any of this? They've averted a strike at the Long Island Railroad. So if you were worried about that, they've avoided that. The U.S. and China now have a framework on a deal for TikTok. They announced yesterday the U.S. and China have agreed to a framework for resolving the TikTok ownership dispute after talks in Spain. The president set to speak with the Chinese president Friday to complete the deal. Said the agreements between private parties and commercial terms have been agreed upon, so apparently it will now be owned in the U.S. So that's...
TikTok will be?
Yeah.
Yay. I'm glad we settled that.
Well, there you go.
We've got world hunger and famine and wars and going on, but damn it, let's freaking get TikTok settled.
Assassinations, but hey, TikTok.
Right. That's the...
probably more... If you, I don't know which would have been worse if that had happened that day and TikTok also went away. Which would people have talked about the most?
Oh, dude, no, that probably would have been the end of the world, man. That would have been an implosion.
Yeah, you're
something
right.
Big in the news happened, and the internet went down where people couldn't go and talk about it.
Oh my God,
we'd be forced to fucking talk to each other.
That'd be crazy.
That'd
Why
be
would
nuts.
I want to do that?
No,
Why would I ever want to talk to someone
Seriously.
in a room with me?
No,
when I can talk to so many in other rooms.
This is 2025.
Yeah, right.
Gonna see all the Amish roll out of the woods. With,
the Amish roll out of the woods because that's where they hang out, making butter in the woods. Jesus. They're not vagrants, man. The Amish have homes. They make furniture and shit, bro.
Every time I go through an Amish area, I never see an Amish person. I see lots of woods and trees.
They see you.
Exactly, because they're staying in the woods.
Oh, my God. Okay, let's see. A man in downtown Chattanooga attempted to carjack a family's vehicle while they were preparing to leave, but the mom thwarted him by using the key fob and sounding the alarm. Several bystanders intervened, with one holding the suspect at gunpoint. Another restrained him until police arrived. The suspect arrested, but thanks to the actions of the Good Samaritan, no one injured. Yeah, see, there's a good guy with a gun
Right.
coming to the rescue. I mean, if I saw somebody I thought was being carjacked, I would definitely go that way. Would you? Would you intervene? No,
In a
wouldn't.
carjacking?
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
You'd be like, "I'll call the cops for you."
I got 911 on the phone.
Yeah, I'm talking to him now. Hang in there. Blink 3 times if you understand.
Is your water pump okay?
The metal, no. The metal band Sleep Token launching a major. That's what I should do now. I just figured it out. Guy, you're brilliant. You're brilliant. I'm going to go down to University Avenue over to. There's a famous gas station on University where a lot of people go, and everybody knows about it. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. I'm going to take my car there. I'm going to leave the door open, leave the car running. Out, practically low on water already, and let somebody just steal it.
Yeah.
And blow it up, and then just get a new one through insurance.
There you go, man.
Yeah, just get it paid off. See, that's probably the way to go. Just end the pain.
Glad I could help you out.
Man, that's brilliant. Yeah. Thank you. Great idea.
Solid. I got your back.
No, you do. Sleep Token launching a major U.S. arena tour. It starts today in Duluth, Georgia. The tour supports their album Even on Arcadia, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard in May. The band's members remain anonymous, known only as Vessel, 2, 3, 4, and Espera. The tour will run through November 11th, ending in L.A. They will not be coming to Little Rock, if you wonder. Brooklyn, Philly, Minneapolis, Denver, Oakland. They'll play in Louisville at the Louder Than Life Festival. The album's already produced a couple of hit singles, 3 of them, I think. Little
Doggy says Sleep Token is not a metal band. They're an emo WTF band.
They are more, people do call them metal, but they seem to have a lot of similarities to the band Styx to me, which is not metal at all. But a lot of people, they are very theatrical. They're interesting. I mean, they're hot right now. What?
Tactical said Rich would be the one doing the carjacking, so he has a ride to the studio.
No, that's right. That's a good call. Nice. Chicago band Disturbed inducted into the Illinois Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Sunday. The guitarist Dan Donegan thanked fans and recalled the band's early days playing in a public storage unit and local bars like Champs in the 90s. They've been around quite a while now, and people love them, man. They formed in 1996. They claim they had to work harder than North Side bands in Chicago to get noticed. I don't know what that really means, but they did get noticed, and they got rich, so good for them. What's up?
Tactical was commented, and he said, "Please, ma'am, I need your car. If I'm late again, they'll tase me." And put sign Rich Rockwell.
That's hilarious.
That gave me an idea, and I was like, we should do that.
Yeah.
We should just go out in the public and see if I can
That's
catch a ride to the studio.
Yeah, they'll tase me again.
Right. I'll be like.
Check this out. This is very anecdotal, so I don't know, but researchers say they may have found a link between living near a golf course and Parkinson's. Did you hear that?
What?
Living near a golf course and Parkinson's. There may be a link. It's not like there's anything really that dangerous about golf, but it has more to do with the water. 419 people with the disease were compared to over 5,000 without it. Then they looked at how many of those people lived in proximity to a golf course. They then looked at the water systems, groundwater, and the tap water that was serviced by the wells. What they found, people living within a mile of the golf course were 126% more likely to develop Parkinson's.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's kind of wild. I don't know what's in the water. Maybe it's the stuff they use to keep the greens clean. Balls in the water. Could be balls in the water, yeah. Definitely could be balls in the water. Let's see. No. What is this? British newlyweds Chris Martin and Tasha White incorporated contactless credit card technology into their wedding reception. Who gives a shit? I'm sorry. I apologize. I lost it there. A mysterious Formula 2 race car driver who had been spotted on Czech motorways for 6 years finally caught by police near Prague. Since 2019, they received reports of a red Formula One style car speeding on the highway, but the driver always wore a visor helmet, so ID was impossible. The case was reportedly, or it was dropped due to lack of evidence. But since all the evidence shows the driver with the helmet, police still can't quite prove it was the same person.
Nuh-uh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they got him on one count, but
That
they
has
can't
to
get
be
him on
like,
all of them.
wouldn't that technically qualify as like the world's longest police chase?
It might.
Like,
It might.
if it just keeps going
Yeah.
on, like,
They just keep showing up and getting smoked. You know, it was the luckiest day ever when they got there. Like, we got him.
right.
You know, they've been waiting.
Finally, yeah, they're all celebrating, yeah.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get his ass beat if all them chases happened. The great green dildo trend of 2025 once again showed itself in not one but three of Sunday's NFL games.
Oh, they're hitting the NFL now?
Yeah, the first silicone dong was flung just after a touchdown scored in the Jag-Bengal matchup. Then came a dildo near the end zone as the Jets were about to score against the Bills, though it wasn't green this time. After that, the Bears-Lion game featured yet another dildo intrusion, this time back to green. Not for nothing, but this trend is kind of, I mean, it's funny, to be honest. It says if someone's going to spend $30 to $60 on a dildo, it stands to reason they'd be hoping for more interesting uses at home. No, I think it's pretty interesting.
I think it's pretty
It's
interesting.
pretty damn funny, to be honest.
This is the news we need to report on.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the news, man. I think it's hilarious. They were throwing those at, what was it, at the WNBA games?
Yeah, that's where it started at. And
I'd like to go throw a dildo at a WNBA game. That might actually get me to buy a ticket just to be able to throw a dildo. You should have dildo night. You should just do that. You'll pack the arena. Everybody come, you get a complimentary dildo to throw on the floor. You get to come next week and sit closer if you hit one of the players. How about that? No batteries. No batteries included.
no,
You bring your own batteries. if you
batteries
want
sold
that.
separately.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll be back with something, I promise.
I gotta pump the brakes just for your sake. I'm gonna lose it the way you're touching me. No, 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 I can't make a mistake. Oh Lord, it's for her own sake. Oh Lord, it's for her own damn sake. I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. You keep pushing and I've been pulling. Got me wanting to break all the rules and don't know how much longer I can. Don't know how much longer I can take this. I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. No, no, no. Can't wear that kind of dress and expect I'm not a mess. How the hell am I supposed to not want you? Those legs go all the way to heaven. Question is, am I going to hell? I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. The pads are done and the rotors are crying. I'm about to crash into you, but I ain't dying. You should've never slowed down. You should've never slowed down. There's no stopping now, but I gotta pump the brakes. I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes. I'm about to hit it so hard it might be totaled. No, no, I gotta pump the brakes. Whatever the hell it takes. I gotta pump the brakes.
Yep, we are back. We are
So it
back.
is about that.
Do what now? So,
Okay,
so he's
so-
getting caught up on the Las Vegas scenario, and we'll circle back, I'm sure, to that here shortly. You're trying to get kind of caught up on everything over there, all the facts.
Yeah, and just make sense of it all because it's
Yeah, 'cause
like,
it's a lot of stuff
deep.
going.
Like it's definitely something we'll see. It's certainly controversial. It's
Yeah.
compelling, yeah. But I also want to be like mindful of
Yeah.
where the conversation can go and what's true and
that's-
what's not.
Yeah, no, and it is important when you're talking about things like that to try to be as factual as possible because I don't want to ever be on the wrong side of that where you're, putting out some information that's not accurate.
Right.
So it's important to get it right. So go ahead and continue to peruse and figure that out, and we'll definitely circle back to it here in a little bit. But in the meantime, we will talk about this for a second. Do you know the artist, the R&B artist Neo?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't know him. I've
No,
heard
you're
of
not
him.
friends with him.
No, we don't.
Okay,
I didn't
that's cool. That's
hang
cool.
out and play Fortnite last night.
No, that's cool. Well, he's from Camden. Arkansas.
Here? Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
where he's
cool.
from. Yeah. But if you're someone who gets peed off by sharing space with your partner, give some thoughts for Neo. He's got all 4 of his girlfriends under one roof. 4 girlfriends. Here they are. Look at the picture, bro. They're not hideous.
No.
They're all highly attractive young women.
Right.
I mean, very, not modestly attractive. They're very attractive.
Must be nice.
Says
to
the
have all that
Arkansas-born singer, 45, realized he had to get creative to ensure all the women in his life could fit in one bedroom. He first shared details of his unique relationship in March of this year after fans raised questions about the number of women he had on his arm. Since the world is so intrigued, I guess I should introduce my loves properly. He said, ladies and gents, I present my pyramid. Say something nice or move on with your life. We happy over here.
Wow.
Well,
I'm sure you are.
Hey, if everybody's happy, what
Right.
difference does it make?
Hey.
Women to me, in my experience, are much more brutal than guys are.
Right.
Of course he's happy. He's like, yeah,
It's a free show every
pretty
day.
happy,
Right.
But the most difficult team I ever managed was a team of all ladies, and they were the meanest to each other of anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Guys will have a fist fight and then go to a bar and have a drink and celebrate.
Right.
One dude's got a black eye, the other busted lip, and they're sitting there.
Caught
just
you good, man.
Yeah,
You gotta learn how to
yeah,
duck that
yeah,
hook,
come
man.
on,
You gotta hear.
do-
Wanna try again?
Yeah. That's how dudes are. Women, oh no, they're ruthless, man. They are ruthless. They are ruthless. The pyramid consists of Christina, Ariel, Monet, and Bree, each of whom he's awarded respective nicknames. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll tell you what they are. Pretty Baby, Twin Flame, Phoenix Feather, and Sexy
What?
Little Something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Neo, whose real name, I'd go by Neo too, by the way.
Right.
His real name is Schaefer Chimere Smith. He went public after his divorce from the mom of 3 of his 7 children. He's got 7 kids.
Jeez.
Probably needs 3 other moms.
Right.
Probably needs 3 women there to help if he's got 7 kids. Jeez Louise, man. How do you get all them attention? Do you even know all their names?
For real.
It doesn't take a genius to work out that Neo probably would have some difficulty fitting all the women in his life into a standard bed, so he had a custom mattress made to accommodate all of them. Wow, that's nice. That's real nice. During a recent appearance on a live stream with Kai Cenat, he explained that he and his girlfriend sleep in an Alaskan king-size bed. So if you need to know, that's 108 by 108 inches. Can hold 4 grown adults comfortably. Yeah, it also sounds like something that would be in the Orgy Dome at Burning Man.
Right.
The Alaskan king bed. He said monogamy, he said, look, I'm 45. At this point in my life, everything I do is about what's best for me, what's best for my kids, what's best for my tribe. I was married before this to one woman. Things didn't go well. We got divorced. I told myself, I ain't lying to nobody about nothing again. So, I mean, I guess,
Hey, whatever.
if everybody's happy,
Right.
man, I can't imagine, If you ever have you ever had two women live in the same house with you?
Yeah.
You ever had all of a sudden you see what happens where they start to time out together?
Yeah.
It does happen.
It does happen, man.
They somehow they get in tune with their hormones and they'll time out. Now imagine 4 of these ladies at the same time on their cycle and tell me that's a safe environment for a man.
All right.
4 women at the same time?
I mean,
Maybe they're all on birth control and they don't have periods. If they're smart. No, actually, if they're not smart, if they are smart, they'd probably get pregnant, wouldn't they? They should lie to him. And get pregnant.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, get some money.
Get that money.
Yeah, no, definitely get that money. I want to save that for later.
Right.
SpaceX, their move to launch from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida has drawn the ire of the American Association for Nude Recreation because there is one. I wonder if they're members of that. The group, which is real,
Oh, geez.
is protesting SpaceX's encroachment of the Space Coast. Among their complaints are the hearing damage and flight delays that can come because of frequent launches and the repeat closure of Playa Linda Beach. That's one of 4 primary beaches in Florida where nudity is permitted. So they said that it's closed up to 60 days a year because of the launch schedule. So they're going to sue Elon Musk because they 60 days a year can't get naked.
Right.
About 1 day a week. They
It's
can't
unheard
go
of.
down and flop their dong out
Right.
on the beach so everybody can see it. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the time I see these nudists and I'm like, you're the last person I want to see.
Yeah.
There's nothing exciting about it. Trust me, you. Yeah, everybody always thinks, oh, nudist colony, that's exciting. It's not.
No.
No, it's not at all. It's the opposite of exciting. It's people who never plan to. No, it's
Like,
no.
what gave you the idea that
Yeah.
people, yeah.
Walking around with your topiary showing.
Man.
You got your crotch fro on full display.
Tactical wanted me to tell you about some spider that apparently if you get bit by it, it causes a boner for
Oh
hours.
yeah, they. I know that spider. That's a Brazilian wandering spider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they use the venom in some kind of treatment for people.
Right.
I don't know that it's treatment for erectile dysfunction, but it does say. Now you are probably going to die after you get bit by that spider. I mean, there's a chance you might die.
I just thought
But
he
you'll
was,
do it with a boner.
I figured he was probably just trying to talk to you in code or something.
Yeah, what kind of code would that
I mean,
be? Spider
he's the
boner
one.
code?
He's the one telling you, wanting me to tell you about spider boners for some
Yeah.
reason. So
It is kind of funny though.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like, I don't
it's
know what you're trying to tell Patrick
ironic
here, Tactical.
that
but-
the same thing that might kill you can also give you. I mean, you don't know when you're dying. You're like, should I be happy or not? Do I go out trying to resolve this or not? That's what I need to know. Do I finish it or not? You know.
What if you did right at that second?
Just-
Beep.
That's how some people die in a closet hanging from a rope. You know what I'm talking about, man. I don't. Yeah, I never want to be a nudist. It's all I can do just to be nude in my own room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
And when I am, I try to avert the mirror at all costs. It's like a horror film. No, don't look in the mirror. Don't look at it.
Dun, dun.
That's an emotional support spider. He said, "What's up, Luke?" An emotional support spider. Have you ever been to your awareness? Have you ever been bitten by a spider?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, just like 2 days ago, man. Right here in the studio. No, I'm dead serious.
No, you aren't.
I'm 100%
No, you're
serious.
not.
Yes.
No, you're not.
I was
This is,
driving home and I was like, why is my arm so itchy? And sure enough, there was a little like bite mark there. And I was like,
Really?
oh, I must have gotten bit by a spider when I was in the studio.
Interesting.
Right.
Could be, I guess.
I don't know.
Okay, but you didn't see it happen. You didn't know for sure. You're just blaming.
Well, no. I mean, if I see a spider on me
Could've
that's
been a
about to bite me,
mosquito.
I'm flicking that thing off.
Could have been a
man.
mosquito.
Since when do mosquitoes leave two
Oh,
bite
well.
marks?
I don't know. Maybe it was a vampire mosquito. I'm not sure. So there's more to the Peter Parker story. Jim says, "Yeah, if this dude starts crawling the walls, we're all about to get rich." Wait a second, somehow that worked out wrong. I don't even know how, man. Have you ever known anyone who was bitten like by?
No, not by
venomous
like
spider?
anything deadly or
No.
that caused their leg to fall off.
Only my dad, and I've told that story before, so no need to tell it again. But I've never known anyone, to my knowledge, who was bitten by a black widow.
Yeah,
But
no.
everybody's scared to death of them,
Right.
You know, I mean, because obviously, if you are bit by it, it's not going to be good. But, I've never known anyone to be.
Yeah, I
bitten
don't
by
think
one.
I've ever heard. I've heard of lots of news stories, but
Yeah.
person bitten by a black
Sometimes,
widow
yeah,
or
you'll hear
whatever.
that, like an old person or a kid occasionally.
Right.
Yeah, but I guess they hide out pretty good. What about any other type of snake bite or
No,
anything
no.
like that?
The only thing that I was ever actually bitten
Not-
by was a pit bull dog.
Yeah,
And that was when I used to drive taxis.
yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh.
I was helping this. I had picked up this customer. She was a normal rider, and so she had gone grocery shopping. Took her back home, and I was helping her, unload her groceries from the cab. And her pit bull.
Oh, it's her dog.
Yeah, it was her dog. I don't know what.
Did you get a good tip?
Huh?
Did you get a good tip?
No.
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 After her dog bit you.
After her dog bit me. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I'm going to stand there till you give me it.
Yeah, no. I wasn't interested.
Of
in
course,
hanging out,
tactical
man.
turkey. What have you not been assaulted by? Nature doesn't
Right.
like you, Andy. Stay out of the wilderness. It doesn't like you. He said I was bitten by a widow 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Ended up in the ER.
That doesn't surprise me.
Dude's been struck by lightning, bitten by a black
He's done
widow.
everything, man.
He's made
He's
love
like-
to a rattlesnake.
He's like the Luke Shoemaker of natural cause death things
Yeah.
that could happen to
Yeah.
him.
No, I get what you're saying.
You know.
Yeah. No, he's like the superstar of almost dying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah,
Luke
no.
comes in, drops all these names of all these people he knows. Tactical comes in and is like, I had a tree fall on my head this week.
No,
and
that's exactly right. No,
my head split open,
I
and
was attacked by a llama.
they just sewed me back together. Right. Llama spit in his
They
eyes.
restored my vision by using my tooth in my eye.
A llama and a kangaroo ganged up on him.
Yeah. Sorry for yelling work PC. Oh, he must be typing in all caps. They're gentle and don't want to bite, little dog, he says. Well, why did it bite Tactical? Because, again, he is out of sync with nature. No, he said, I'm one with nature. Go outside, fellas.
Yeah, no, I would say you are
You
not one with nature.
No, you are at odds with nature. Nature does not like you
Right.
or want you.
Nature keeps telling you, go inside.
Yeah, it's telling you, please go watch TV. We're going to hurt you. We're giving you all the warnings we can. Next thing you have some random rhinoceros show up on his wilderness out there.
Right.
Something that doesn't even belong there.
That lightning strike, that was just God tasing you, bro.
You know, some
it.
big boar, wild hog's going to get him, tusk him up real good, drag him into the woods for about 100 yards.
That's what I was saying, man. What if a llama like spit in his eyes?
Yeah.
And then a kangaroo is on the other side, just runs up and blindsides him with a drop kick.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man. Just to see that would be great. Yeah, only for Andy to get up all tough and stuff, and
Right.
the kangaroo box him out.
Exactly.
This is one of those big old muscled up ones that look like this.
He'd have his GoPro on. He'd be fighting it.
That'd be awesome. That'd be the greatest video game I ever played. Andy versus the kangaroo.
Yes.
And it's all different stages of kangaroo. Bigger and bigger boss kangaroos pulling weapons out of their pouches.
We need to make this happen.
Yeah.
This
No,
sounds like
would
a
be
great game.
Just keep pulling out tactical tonic or turkey tonics, stun guns, paintball guns,
Yes.
and Andy's running down the range. I think it's a
This
great
is
game.
brilliant.
I think it's a great game.
Brought
man.
to you by Patrick and the people.
Yeah, no, somebody make that game. Little doggy said, I find them all the time in my house, never been bitten. Yeah, no, he said, scars make me stronger. I'm strong AF, boys. Yeah, okay. You weren't that strong when the lightning hit you, were you? He said, LM idiots. That's right. Hey, you'll think idiot till that kangaroo pulls out a gat.
We could call it tactical nukem, like Duke Nukem.
Oh, yeah.
Tactical nukem, you know.
Yeah, I
He
like
comes
it.
out, the kangaroo starts coming. He's like, tactical,
No,
don't play.
let's call it tactical pouches.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they got all the weapons in there, and he's got none. He might be able to get a weapon at some point. You know, he's got to upgrade though.
Yeah.
Like those guys that the stupid advertisements where you're going to. Does anybody play that game, by the way? The one where you're running with the guys with the guns and you're trying to get to the math number that makes sense to multiply.
Oh, yes.
Does
Yeah.
anybody play that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You're
talking about on the phone. Yeah, with like the multiplier, you'll start off as a
Yes.
little blue guy, and then,
Yeah.
and you
played that?
Oh, yeah.
You have that?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I have it on my phone right now.
No, you don't.
Yes. I'm dead
Show
serious.
me. Come on, man. I didn't think anybody played this game, man. Are you serious right now?
There's like a million different variants of it,
Yeah.
and of course it's got to be.
Yeah, but I mean, you know the one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me see what you got.
I got a whole bunch of different little games on here, man.
All right.
Oh yeah, I found Dope Wars the other day on there too. By the way,
I don't know that game, but that's
remember we were talking about it the other day.
Oh,
I showed you the picture of it, and you were like, "That was a game you
yeah,
played,"
yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
right,
"Yeah."
That's right. Yes.
Where is it? Here. It should be on here. I know.
Whoa. Did you hear that?
Jeez.
That's a forklift. If you want to know.
Right.
If you don't know, that is a giant forklift, the biggest one I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Well, apparently it's not on here
Okay,
right
I
now,
didn't
but
think so.
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's kind of how I could see it.
Right.
You know. All right.
But those games are fun.
Yeah, we'll be back in just a second. They're making noise here.
Just put one in the air, feels like the right train to catch. Now I'm restless, rolling to the good time depot. Head fuzzy, barreling down the old clack tracks. I may look Arkansas, but I sure feel New Mexico. It's a dry heat combined with a wet dream. It's all deep canyons, but shallow thoughts. The joe is bitter, but loaded with cream. Long on stories, but short on plots. Yeah, I'm taking a ride on the party train. The workday grind is in the past. Don't ask me to engage my brain. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. Rolled it up, lit my ticket on fire. Yeah, it burns slow but works so speedy. Wanna eat something healthy right out the deep fryer. You know I love it when you say it's so mean. Hey, they say you gotta get up just to get down. Truth be told, you just gotta get right. You don't get in water because you wanna drown. And you gotta let the sun go if you wanna find a night. Yeah, I'm taking a ride on the party train. The workday grind is in the past. Don't ask me to engage my brain. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. Hey engineer, just a little break so I can jump down but turn up, hit the watering hole so I can partake, add to the fun with a full cup. Can you hear that sound? It's a buzz within another buzz. I'm on my way to getting unwound. The spirit's a partner with my brain fun. Yeah, I'm taking a ride on the party train. The workday grind is in the past. Don't ask me to engage my brain. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. 'cause oh, I got a story for you. Oh God, this is how it was. I'm telling you it's all true. It's not a story that I wanted to tell. And I'm so sorry if I might seem unwell. The most beautiful devil, ooh, she looted my soul. Thought she was on level, now certain she's from below. Lord, can you tell me how to get back what's taken? Much sweat on my brow from all the brain raking. Got hoodwinked somehow with all that love making. My life on a plow and I never had this much aching. If God is too busy to hear, got bigger fish to fry, is there an angel near? Maybe she can hear me cry. If not God nor angel either, maybe there's a holy being who won't appease her and can stop the bleeding. Lord, can you tell me how to get back what's taken? Much sweat on my brow from all the brain raking. Got hoodwinked somehow with all that love making. My life on a plow and I never had this much aching. I'm telling you it's all true. I'm telling you it's all true. God, I hope you're not too busy to tell me what to do.
All right. Big thanks to Fitz Auto, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. If you're looking for a great vehicle, they got it for you. Late models, low miles, all kinds of rigs over there, man. Anything you can imagine. I went by there the other day when I was getting my car checked on, and they had 3 really nice travel trailers. So if you're looking to, get a travel trailer and save some money doing it, get a real nice late model travel trailer, man, you can get a hell of a deal over there for that.
Nice.
Turkey said, Rich looks like a kid that dressed himself. Blue shirt, black pants, red shoes. What's up, Donnie?
Don't be mad, Tactical.
You
We're
think-
making a video game about you, man.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty cool that you would have a video game made about
Right.
yourself. I mean, he'd be kind of a hero there.
Talk to people and try and get it to come out by November, man.
Do you give a damn about this Bruce Springsteen biopic?
What?
The Bruce Springsteen biopic.
Yeah, that's about how much I
Yeah,
care.
that's me too, man. I saw that and I'm like, who still cares about that?
All right.
I don't know. I
But
don't love.
in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, in the '80s, he had a few good songs.
Right.
I was never a big fan of his to begin with. He's one of those artists who, while a lot
What's
of
up, Eric?
people have, a lot of people really, really like him. I guess they really love him.
Yeah.
I always felt like he was a little overrated. I mean, I thought he was okay, but I didn't think he was the great artist that people made him out to be.
Yeah.
Some kind of super hero of songwriting or something. I just thought he was all right. He had a couple. Born in the USA was pretty good till they played it out, and then Glory Days was pretty good, and then probably the best song he had was the one that went, "I'm on fire." That one. That's the only other one he had I know of.
Gotcha.
The rest of them were all trash.
Yeah. You lost me after Born in the USA.
Yeah, fair enough on that. Who's another artist that everybody likes that you think is overrated, musician-wise?
Oh, I don't know, man. That's a good question.
A band that when you hear them, you're just like, no,
Yeah.
not doing it.
I gotta really think about that one, man.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What's a
Run
band?
DMC. There you go. No.
No, don't say that, man. Come on, man. It's tricky to rock around to rock.
Yeah, but that song, dude.
Come on,
Oh
man.
God, every time that
Come
comes
on,
on, I'm like, dude, no,
Come on, man.
I can't. No.
They were OGs, man. I mean,
know,
yeah,
but-
you're not going to bump it now. You know, the flavor's not today's flavor, but they were instrumental in
Yeah.
the rap genre. You know, they were breakthrough artists. So I
That
do respect them.
jump around and yeah,
Jump. That's crisscross will make you jump. Yeah, I know that one.
yeah,
Chris Stapleton is way overrated.
yeah. I can give you that one a little
I
bit.
don't think so, man. I don't know. I like him. He's pretty good. But for my money, I like Sturgill Simpson and I like Teddy Swims.
Yeah,
They both have great blues voices. But Bob Dylan, yes, T-Mac, I agree with that. I have never. Yes, Rick Springfield is better than Bruce Springsteen. I've never understood the Bob Dylan phenomena. I guess because he's supposed to be a great songwriter, but he is among the worst singers I've ever heard. If I wanted to hear Bob Dylan good, I'd listen to Tom Petty. That was Bob Dylan if he could carry a tune as
Yeah.
Tom Petty. Yeah. That Bob Dylan was among the worst singers I've ever heard. He just got lucky somehow. I mean, yeah, he wrote some decent tracks, but other people had to sing them.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all along the Watchtower, Jimi Hendrix. I'm not a fan of Ghost, Little Doggy says. I think I've come to realize, Little Doggy, what you don't like is the keyboard infusion and the high-pitched voices that have come into the mainstream rock/metal movement because that seems to be your turnoff. Sleep Token, Ghost, they're both pretty heavy on keyboards and high voices. Tasha Mack said Katy Perry too.
I'll give her one.
I
I'll give
just
her that
don't
one.
like Katy Perry, period. I
Yeah.
just don't like her. I think she's a whack. I watched a documentary on her early on, and she had like this giant room full of stuffed animals and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, oh, she's crazy. Yeah. You know, when Russell Brand says I'm out. And that was bad, Russell Brand. That was bad, Russell Brand went, no, I don't want any more of this.
What's up, Ontario?
Ontario, what's happening, man? Katy Perry can't sing just like Taylor Swift. Oh, now I think both of them can sing, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand you don't like them, but I would counter they both sing better than I do. Let me put it like that.
I mean,
Yeah, well, it's a proven fact. I'm not a great singer. I have never. Well, when I was younger, I tried to sing a little bit because I think when you're young, everybody thinks you can.
right.
So I fronted a
'Cause your
band.
voices, yeah.
Yeah, I fronted a band for a short time, and
Did you?
Yes, for a very short time. I did. I swear to God, I did. We were singing Metallica, Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots. It was right in the heart of the grunge period.
You were the singer?
Yes,
Yeah.
believe it or not. Not a very good one either. That's probably why I didn't last long with the band. I think they moved on and found a new vocalist. They may have quit music altogether because of me. I don't know. Like, no, music's not for me. This is so bad I can't ever do it again.
Did you have the rock hair back then?
No, I've never. I wanted to have rock hair, but I've never had rock hair.
Never had hair?
Not really. Not so much. No, I tried to go long hair for a period of time as a teenager, and it just came out stringy and weak, and it just looked terrible.
Yeah.
Like unmanageable white guy hair.
Were we talking about? I don't know.
What?
Ontario said something about, I know the lady that once carried around headless dolls, and she would keep the heads in a separate bag with her.
Oh, like Katy Perry with the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is very weird. That person probably should be watched by the FBI. Yeah, if you're carrying around headless dolls and a bag of heads, I have lots of concerns about you as an individual, to be honest with you. Turkey said, I can sing, kind of need to do a live performance on the show. I don't think so. I don't think so, Turkey. I don't believe it, first of all, that you can. Send us a demo. Send us a demo of your singing. How about that? T-Mac said, I like real singers like Christina Aguilera and Ariana Grande, both of which are powerhouse singers. Little Doggy said, you know who's badass? The Backstreet Boys. Well, if their bank accounts are any indication, they are. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan, but yeah, no. Little Doggy said, I want it that way as a banger. Everybody will sing that song, no matter where you are. If you hear that song, you can't not hardly start singing it. It was pretty catchy. They had some big hits. All those boy bands did.
Oh, yeah.
Were you a fan of any boy band?
No.
Not an NSYNC guy?
No. Wasn't an NSYNC.
What
no
about,
Backstreet Boys. That's when
no.
I was growing up. I mean, that's when, like,
Yeah, New Kids on the Block?
no.
No. None of them.
None of them.
Maroon 5. That's kind of like
A
a boy
little
band.
bit, yeah.
Kind of like a boy band.
I mean, a little bit.
At least he sounds like a boy.
I was listening to more like I came up when really like the punk rock scene was coming up. So, Avril Lavigne. Let's see who else. Red Hot Chili Peppers were real popular
Right.
back then.
Blink-182.
Sublime, Blink 182, Good
311.
Charlotte. Yeah. Simple Plan.
Hold on.
Who else, man? There was so many. I talked about. There was, man. That was a great
Era.
Yeah, just the music, and a lot of it was Green Day. Ozzy was still popular.
Well, but he's not really that punk.
No, but
But yeah,
that punk rock, yeah.
but
And I mean, into Disturbed, Drowning Pool, Linkin Park.
yeah. So post grunge
Yeah,
is where you found a lot of your
I will
music.
still. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That was my influence of music.
When grunge first came out, I loved everything grunge. But somebody once said that grunge killed rock, and in a way, it kind of did.
Yeah.
It took it a long time to come back because, well, if you think about it, I mean, most rock songs prior to grunge, even if they were pissed off, it was still a jam you could get down to.
Oh, okay.
Then grunge came in, and it was like,
Every
you
song
can't-
was,
You
yeah.
can't deny it's sad and miserable.
Right.
It's about child abuse. It's about domestic violence. It's about hate. It's about bad parents.
Not to make you feel warm
No,
and fuzzy
not
kind
the
of song.
music, not the lyrics, not nothing. You listen to a Pearl Jam
Yes.
album beginning to end, and all of a sudden you need an antidepressant. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
And we
man, I
wonder
feel like
why
I-
we're such a depressed
yeah,
generation
I feel
now.
like I just was a shrink sitting on Eddie Vedder's couch for an hour. Jesus Christ, how bad was it, bro? I mean, you're rich now, right? You can be happy now. It's okay. You have permission to be happy.
Never.
No, they weren't going to do that, man. But I liked Pearl Jam. I was very angry for some reason with Creed at the time because I thought they were ripping off Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
They did sound a lot like
lot.
it, I'll be honest with you.
I only ever remember one Pearl Jam song, man, and that's that stupid Last Kiss song.
Oh, that's the worst one.
Yeah.
That's the worst one.
I remember lots of Creed.
No, it was very
But still to
popular
this
song,
day,
but
when
I do
Higher
not
comes
like that.
on, I can't do Higher.
Or High Enough, whatever it
Yeah,
is,
whatever.
Higher, whatever, yeah.
Or Arms Wide
Na,
Open.
na, 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 na. Yeah, I know the one. They were like the Nickelback of grunge.
Yeah.
Creed,
Yeah.
I mean,
Mr.
I'm happy
said-
for him that he's back together. I listened to Pearl Jam album while on Shroom. I cried the whole 5 hours. Yeah, exactly my point. I would never play Pearl Jam on Shrooms, ever. Pink Floyd, maybe. Pearl Jam, absolutely not. No, not putting on no Nirvana, no Pearl Jam, no Soundgarden, no
Wasn't it-
Alice in Chains on Shrooms, none of that, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You're just going to be like, oh, God, I feel empathy for everything now.
Wasn't it you that said the other day you were talking about a hero dose of shrooms?
Yes.
And that if you do it, it supposedly cures depression and all that?
They say one time can do that, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, it can do that.
Yeah, but it definitely shrooms have proven to have a better impact on depression than any antidepressant.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I will tell you this.
I think
probably
we should do an experiment sometime.
shouldn't admit this, but will. So a friend of mine brought me something, a little gift, and he said, "Here, tell me how this does." And it was it's called C-Verse, S-E-E verse, and it's shroom gummies.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Yeah. And so I looked at it and I said, okay, well, how much is each little gummy? And they're a quarter gram each, and there were 8 of them. I said, all right, well, I'm just going to eat all 8.
Was this recent?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, it was probably about 2 or 3 days after the water pump, because I was like, yeah, I need to leave this planet. I got to leave the planet now. If I don't leave the planet now, somebody's getting hurt. And so I said, yeah, I'm just going to take them all then. And because he was like, tell me how does it compare to regular,
Okay.
to the real deal.
Well, that's why I was asking, because
Yeah.
I have seen that they are starting to make different things with I don't know if it's actual shrooms. I doubt it is, obviously. But yeah, go on.
Well, ultimately, the answer was it wasn't worth the shit.
No,
No,
you didn't leave the planet.
No, it might be good if you want to take a couple of them to elevate your mood,
Right.
which is what they're really made for. But if you're trying to leave the planet, so to speak, if you're trying to walk on the moon, it ain't for you. It ain't the way to go.
Yeah.
Don't waste your money or time on it. They're not going to do that.
Fair
for
enough.
You.
Good to
It's
know.
good for the micro dosing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like to do that where they'll take one or two of those, just a little bit of shrooms, and it makes
Just
you feel
enough to carry
happier or
'em through
better.
the day,
Yeah,
right,
just make you kind of like an antidepressant. Basically, they use it that way. So, what's it say? LOL, mistress. What did she say? Oh, 38 special. Donnie, you're right. 38 special. And yeah, they had a few good songs, but they were a little overrated, weren't they? Yeah, just noticed that Rich has wider stripes than Patrick. Yeah, because he's more of a man. He's much manlier than I am. Of course, he has wider stripes than I do. What are you talking about? This is the dude that drugged somebody with a car at the gas station, man. Come on. Yeah.
That was like second week stuff, man.
Yeah. So when you were, in your teens, those were your favorite bands, the ones you were saying a minute ago.
Yeah, I mean that's what I grew up
Did you
on.
have posters on your wall?
No.
You didn't? What was on your wall? Nothing?
I mean there was posters, but not band posters.
What were they posters of?
Usually blacklight posters.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like what? It
Like
a
I mean,
regular
just
black light?
designs, pot leaves, whatever.
Oh, okay.
and, yeah.
Your mom was cool with pot leaves and everything?
You know,
She didn't mind, No, it's cool. Go ahead and smoke
it's
it up.
just
boy.
it's just a cool thing. Like
No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying your mom was fine. My mom would have said, hell no.
look, yeah.
But, listen.
I'm telling real true stories here, man.
Don't-
Things that
don't-
have yeah.
Don't let my judgment put you askew because I can sit here and say my mom would have got on her high horse, forgive the pun.
So I'm pretty sure when I was younger, my mom knew that I smoked weed.
Yeah,
My dad was oblivious.
yeah. Even
And-
though you had a poster in your wall that
I
was
mean,
a weed leaf.
and dude, and there was DJ lights in my room, and those little globes with dude. It was such
Your
a
dad, a guy that worked all the time, never came to your room?
no. He would hang out all the time, and we'd dude. It'd be like negative 35 degrees in Michigan winter, right? And I'd have 8 friends packed in. My room was tiny, man, like half the size
Yeah.
of this studio.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'd have 8 friends packed in there.
Yeah.
We have the TV on. We'd have the computer going with Napster, blasting, full
Napster,
music.
wow.
Right. And we'd have a fan in the window to suck
Blow
all
the weed out.
Yeah, all the smoke
like
out.
it didn't smell through the house anyway.
Right. We
Your
were
dad
smart.
didn't pick
Come
up
on.
that? Your dad didn't pick up on the smell?
If he did, he never said anything.
They just were cool.
He'd come in and be like, "Man, that's weird," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, they want to sprayed an air freshener, and
Yeah, no.
it's something we enjoy, Dad." And he's like, "All right, whatever."
Was he okay?
He was fine. He was a
Was
great
he,
dad.
Was he handicapped mentally or
No,
anything?
dude, he was a wonderful. He worked at Ford's for years. And
Yeah.
was a
That's
delivery
cool.
driver, and he was just,
Well,
like I said, I don't know if it was
I don't know which is worse, that your dad didn't know, wasn't aware, didn't care, whatever it was. It just it didn't matter. Or my mom, who knew certain things and still did nothing, which was that I had posters all over my wall, but I had posters under the posters.
Oh.
And they were all centerfolds. Oh. And my mom knew this. And
just never.
didn't say anything.
Right.
Didn't say anything. No, she just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you probably should have said, hey, get that shit out of here, man.
Maybe she thought you were working on tunneling your way through the house.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't the Shawshank Redemption there. But I did. I had all those centerfolds under my Rick Springfield. That's why I kept the Rick Springfield posters around past the time I should have, because they were hiding the ones I really like. Like, yeah, there's Miss December, So, yeah, everybody's got something, right?
Right.
The weirdest thing, man, and this is my wife trips about, Laura trips about this. I don't trip about it as much, but I grew up in it. So, but to most people, they're like, that's just fucking weird, man. Which is that my parents had this really weird ass sense of humor, right? And my dad was kind of, not with the kids or anything, but just kind of a skeevy type dude. You know what I
Right.
mean? He always had dirty jokes to tell. You know what I'm saying? He was that guy.
Right.
And I remember on top of the refrigerator, they had this big, long, floppy, double-headed dildo that when company would come over, they'd get it out to laugh about it. And Laura's like, that's weird.
That is, man. That's
isn't
a little
it?
weird.
Isn't it, though? The older I've gotten, the more I'm like, why would you want that on the refrigerator?
Why, man?
Your kids, you're showing it to them. They think it's funny. They don't know what it's about, but it's funny to them. That is so weird, isn't it?
That is. I'm sorry, man.
No, I mean, I'm not. I don't feel bad about it. I'm fine. I'm not scarred by it. I saw it
Like
early
get
on.
chased by the double-headed.
I didn't It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. Now that would have been weird right there. That would have been weird. I was confused as a young person.
That's all I could think of was your.
Oh,
Don't make me get the double-header.
The problem for me is at that age is I was like, I don't understand why there's two ends. Sad as it is, it took me like years to figure out why there might be two ends. I'm gonna get you here. I'm gonna get you with the flopper. The flopper. That's what they call it. The flopper.
Get your homework done.
Yeah. I could have two centerfolds behind my larger girl posters. There you go, little doggy. When my little brother got busted at school with pot, my dad said, I knew Mike smoked, but I'm surprised. Wow. Mister said, we listen, we don't judge. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. No, you absolutely do.
Ontario said Rich probably had a bunch of Pokemon posters hanging on his wall.
He might have. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon.
Nope.
Gotta catch 'em all. Maybe He-Man.
Nope.
Come on, you had a G.I. Joe little He-Man.
No, I never got into like action figures and.
You didn't like She-Ra?
No,
No.
didn't grow up on any of that.
Okay.
No. I
What
grew up
do
on like Dennis the Menace and Animaniac.
You didn't have any action figures?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Smoked weed.
Not at that age. When did you start? 9?
No, probably
Here, Barbie, hit this.
I think I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 12, 13.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild, man. I say that's wild. I mean,
I probably started smoking cigarettes when I was 12 or 13. I'd say by 14 I was smoking weed. By 16 I was in a drug raid.
oh wow.
By I think 15 I had my first alcoholic drink. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
We're telling great secrets here.
No. Let's see. So, the earliest at 14, I started dipping.
Okay.
And chewing. I alternated between dip and chewing tobacco because my grandfather chewed tobacco, which is just nasty, by the way. I don't know why I was doing it. It tasted like leaves. It's not good. But I did that until, for 2 or 3 years. And then when I was a senior, I quit dipping because girls didn't want to kiss a guy with dip.
Right.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Started smoking because that's way better.
Right.
And so yeah, but I didn't smoke my first joint until I was at the end of my junior year of high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was the first time. Yeah.
Nice of you to show up to the party late, man.
I was late. I told you. My mom had me scared to death. I'll never forget, man, my buddy, the day it happened. I can still remember we were sitting in his room, and it stunk of boys, old feet and probably other business in there. It was just, a boy's room.
Right.
And he was like, man, you want to smoke? I got a joint, man. Let's smoke it. And I was like, man, hell no, I'm not smoking a joint, man. He said, why, man? I said, I'm not trying to see dragons and shit. And he goes, man, are you high right now? And I said, what do you mean? He goes, you don't see dragons when you smoke weed?
Right.
I said, you're lying. He goes, no, bro. He goes, why would I want to see dragons, bro?
I mean,
I smoke all the time. You think I'm running from dragons? And I was like, well, I guess I never thought about it. He goes, here, hit this and try it. And
thank you for saying that, Ontario. He said he can speak from experience. I had the whole Midwest youth experience in me.
Yeah.
So maybe it is just, I've always wondered, maybe because, yeah. I guess that was just a thing you did up
what's
there.
that?
Just going through, experimenting with drugs and alcohol, and at a young age.
We did plenty of that here. I was late to the party.
Yeah.
I mean, I did participate in the party. I mean, it was still going when I got there. So I tried all the party favors, if you will,
I remember the first time that I smoked, my buddy came over and he had a little bag and he's like, "Hey man, come on, let's," and I was like, "No, are you kidding me?" I was like, that stuff will kill you, man. Like, don't you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, man, it won't." And I was like,
yeah, see, that's
all right. You said it won't. You're my best friend. I trust you. So
as soon as I found out that it didn't make you see dragons, I was like, first Santa Claus and now this shit.
right.
This is it. I'm done trusting my mom. Done. She's a lying whore. Done trusting her. Santa, the Easter Bunny.
Right. And then it was, hey,
You're not
you might
having
as well.
sex with my dad. Yes, you are. I can hear you.
There's a double-headed dildo on the refrigerator.
That says otherwise. That says the refrigerator says otherwise, Mom. We know. No. Yeah, that's good.
Punched the clock Friday at 5:05. After 14 hours, I shouldn't feel alive. Been waiting all week to take this trip. Trading in the old Chevy for a spaceship. Got a Yeti full of ice cold barley and hops. We're gonna need something more to reach the next stop. Not headed to Nashville, LA, or the Big D, Dallas. Instead, I'm heading on a trip with my girl Alice. I ain't practicing ancient rituals, but I'm damn sure headed for the visuals. My dynamic duo is finally here. Ain't nothing better than shrooms and beer. Gold top Zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp, cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, or call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. About an hour in, the journey has begun. My beer just winked at me and yelled, "Ain't it fun?" At about 2 hours, the world disappears. But that's the magic of shrooms and beer. Top Zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp, cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, or call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. Found an ocean in my head, and I dived right in. Talking to a sexy mermaid, a banging sound bars dim. I know someone's at the door, I'm paralyzed by fear. But then he said, "Hey bro, it's Joey, I brought some shrooms and beer." Gold top Zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp, cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, or call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. I ain't practicing ancient rituals, but I'm damn sure headed for the visuals. My dynamic duo is finally here. Ain't nothing better than shrooms and beer.
All right, we are back. This is Rich, and I don't mean Rockwell. I just saw this headline. It just made me laugh. Media decries cancel culture as those celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination online keep getting fired. The media is mad about cancel culture. They're trying to tell people about free speech now.
If that's not the most.
What?
Just.
What?
Really?
What are you talking about?
Where do you think we learned it from?
Yeah, right? Man, it's been going on for how many years now?
Oh,
People
man.
Getting canceled by the media.
For real.
Now they're going to go, hey, this is cancel culture. Bitch, you taught us. Where do you think we got it? That reminds me of that drug commercial when I was a kid. There was a one of those stupid, it'd be on like during the afternoon cartoons or whatever. And the dad comes in the kid's room and he opens a cigar box and there's weed and he goes, where did you get this? And where did you learn this? Where did you learn this? And he goes, I learned it from you, Dad. That's very rich.
Man.
That's special right there. You know.
Wow.
I mean, it takes a lot of cojones as someone in the media to start decrying cancel culture.
For real.
This is wrong. This is unfair. Really?
People should have the right to say what they want to say.
Really? Really?
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it's been.
Oh, but those people that were canceled, man, they were being offensive. I mean, come on, man.
Look, I don't even know what I think about it, to be honest with you. I mean, they have the right to fire them. They absolutely do.
Right.
I don't know that. I
tell you what.
I don't know. I mean, I think I can understand why they would fire someone because it's controversial and it's in poor taste. The timing is bad.
Right.
But I'm not a fan of canceling anybody for speech, to be honest with you.
I agree.
But I do understand if you're a teacher or a professor or people like that, a judge, you're supposed to be above. You're supposed to appear unbiased, right? In my mind, you're not supposed to be in it for either side. I know that's not real life, but as a professional, I think that's how you're supposed to conduct yourself, is not being in the tank unless you're a pundit.
Right. Right.
But if you're just a regular history teacher or a professor or, anybody like that, I mean, come on, man.
So will this lead to the end of cancel culture? Will we both come to the table and be like, okay, I won't cancel you. You don't cancel me.
No.
We'll have a little cancel memorandum for everybody that has been canceled.
As long as the internet exists, people will get canceled. You can bet on that. The pitchforks and torches on the internet will always come for you.
Right.
No matter
but
what.
Still.
Yeah. But should it be an awakening to go, hey, you now you value free speech?
Right.
Now it's important to you? Right now, this is the time.
This is the time that you're going to dig in on that and go, yeah. Oh, okay.
This is exactly why that nobody trusts the media. This is why they haven't trusted the media in a long time, because of shit like this. Because you talk out both sides of your mouth, and you can't be trusted.
Right.
I mean, at least be authentic and honest with the take. Don't be a little sniveling bitch. I mean, you should say, yeah, you know what? We're getting canceled just like everybody else did.
Right.
That's what happens.
Well, so I guess it's kind of funny that you mentioned that, because that kind of touches on a little bit of what's going on up in Russellville.
Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
That's right at the threshold of Arkansas as you move north, where you're required legally to slap your neck before you leave the house to make sure it's ready up.
Gotcha.
It's right on the cut line. You know what I mean? Not everybody there, but at least half of them do slap their neck before they leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good.
So, and I don't know what the comment was. I haven't been able to find it. This is the facts. I'm going to lead off with the facts.
The facts.
Okay. The facts are, apparently there is this teacher. I don't know what he teaches. I'm guessing science or something.
Okay.
And I'm not going to mention any names here.
Okay.
But apparently they made a comment on Facebook recently regarding the Charlie Kirk thing.
Right. Okay.
Again, don't know what the comment was. I can only see part of this post here, but it looks like they obviously saw outrage because they're a teacher. They
were celebrating it somehow and made a public statement.
Right. And so then looks like they came out and made a statement. Again, it cuts off here. A few nights ago, in the wake of a national tragedy, I made the thoughtless decision to share a quote from Clarence Darrow. Was insensitive and it was wrong, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so now they've come out and recently posted that the superintendent up in Russellville Informed them today they're going to officially recommend them for termination. They added, after nearly 18 years in the profession, devoting 10 years of my life to the district, bringing it national accolades, winning awards for quality teaching, blah, 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 goes through their resume.
Yeah.
They were brought in and told bluntly that they'll be terminated pending a public hearing and board vote. There was no discussion, no offer for recompense, nothing. Except to resign instead of being terminated.
Yeah.
And so basically they're coming out and saying, if you'd be interested in speaking on my behalf, show up to wherever this
This
board meeting is supposed to be.
And I'm sure they'll have plenty of support.
Now, that's the facts.
Okay.
Apparently, all allegedly, and I don't know, and I'm going to briefly skim over this because there's a lot.
Okay.
There is apparently question into, what's the easiest way to say that?
The sexuality of.
Yes. And that apparently they have a partner in the school, and that apparently these two people are preaching, not necessarily, I don't know if preaching would even be the word, but
They're saying that they have an alternate sexual lifestyle, and they're spreading that agenda.
Right,
Is
that's-
more or less what the accusation.
I mean, yeah, that they're,
I don't know whether that's true or not. I would think if that were true, that would have already come out.
right.
It does seem like an easy pile-on. I don't really know if I don't know anything about that.
Right.
I will say this: as far as all his accolades and awards, I do understand. I understand, but you also have to understand if you're a parent, right?
Right.
There are certain things that look. If you'll say it on social media, it makes me think you might say stuff like that around my kid.
Right.
And that makes me upset. I understand that you have feelings and a take and all that, but sometimes you need to keep them off social media,
Right.
Especially if you are a public-facing individual. I mean, you of course you can have free speech. You can become an activist now if you want to,
Right.
for the rest of your life. That's fine. You could probably get paid to do it, but as far as being a teacher, I don't want. I would like to believe that you're trying to be as unbiased as possible when you teach my kid.
Right.
You teach them facts and objectivity.
Right.
That's the job.
Right.
And you leave them with questions that they have to answer themselves. You don't answer all the questions for them. You leave them with questions. Let them discover what the world's about. Let them make decisions for themselves. You present facts.
I agree.
And if you want to present, if you want to make statements, then you use history to do it. Here are the Nazis. Here's what they did.
Right.
And
here's
teach
how
that.
it turned out for them.
Yeah, teach that. But if you're the science teacher, then probably science is what you need to be focused on.
Right.
So I don't really feel bad for someone who says something, and again, I didn't read his comment, so I don't know what he said, but assuming it was on par with everything else I've
I'm
seen,
sure, yeah.
I get it. I get it. It may not feel good. You're like one mistake, yeah, but it's
Right.
a big one. It's one that causes people to question their confidence in you.
And really, like, everybody talking about it, this thought, it just popped in my head, like, I can't tell you, when I went to college, it's almost, I mean, it's taught, like, hey, when you're applying for a job, be careful what you're posting on social media, because potential employers
Right.
can look at it.
Right.
Why would you not think that they're looking at it after you're employed?
Of course they're looking at it, man. Of course they are. We had, and they do as well as teachers. But when I worked for the radio station, we had a morals clause.
Yeah.
And it was a vague enough clause that if we did anything that was going to be a negative impact on the reputation of myself and or the station,
Right.
that I could be terminated for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now, did I not give takes? No, of course I gave takes. I've always given takes, but there's a line that you don't cross.
Right.
There's funny lines you can walk up to, and if you're clever, you can get away with saying a lot of things
Right.
cleverly. But you can't come out with a ball bat and beat up the planet in a post and expect that everybody's going to go, okay.
Right.
You're a good teacher. I'll overlook that you think killing's okay for whatever reason, because I don't. Just like I said yesterday, I don't care who it is. I don't think anyone, should be assassinated Number two, certainly in front of a bunch of kids.
Right.
Number three, in front of their own family and parents and whatnot. I mean, that's horrible, man. There's nothing good about that.
No.
There's nothing good. I don't care what anybody says. There's nothing good about it.
I think,
and it's not. And unfortunately for the shooter, his goal, as often is the case, is not going to be realized. He's going to produce the opposite impact.
right.
The impact of this is not more people feel the way you do.
Right. Right.
The impact is more people go, oh no, this is too far. We have to stop this shit.
Right.
And that's where I think people are coming to. You know, they're waking up and going, no, this is not the world I want to live in. We've made a mistake somewhere along the way. We've let the fox in the hen house here,
Yeah.
and
Hopefully.
it's out of control.
That's
you
where
know?
I hope it goes.
I feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's
I really do, but I just, it worries me, man.
I think
Because,
it worries everybody. Why does it worry you though?
well, it just worries me because there are so many people out there that, and again, I'm not taking away, I understand why they feel so passionately.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
But when you feel so passionately about it and you're sitting here calling, for people to rise up and,
Yeah.
make their voices heard and
Yeah.
everything, it just takes enough of that before you get a group of people together that do go, you know what, you're right. Let's start doing that. And then it just can.
I saw an activist say yesterday that you can't have a revolution without revolutionary moments, and that we need to, that he literally, what he said is conservatives should fear being murdered when speaking in public.
Right. And that is enough
And I
where
saw
I'm
that,
like,
and I'm like, man, listen, that is
like,
the
y'all are feeding the machine here.
that is actually the most fascist thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Conservatives, he said, conservatives should fear being murdered, should fear being assassinated every time they speak in public.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's insanity, bro.
That is.
I mean, listen, even if you're on the left, you have to stop and go, come on, man. That's not normal liberal stuff. That's crazy wackadoo shit.
Right. Right.
Anybody, it's just like somebody who says anyone with a white supremacist ideology, same type of thing. Insane. It's 2025. We're better than that.
Right.
We're better than that. And hopefully this is one of those awakenings where people go, let's back up off of this and
Let's relook and revamp
let's straighten this shit back out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think people have had just about enough of all the pretend make-believe bullshit
I think so.
that's been shoved on them and perpetrated on them, between the government, COVID, agendas. I mean, it's a lot to have shoved down your throat in a short period of time, and I think people have reached a saturation point with it. That's just my take, though. I may be wrong, Today's little doggy video is about the Charlies that were created. Yeah, and that's something you can bet on. You can bet on. Look, I didn't even realize. I knew they were close, but there's I would call her a pundit, much like any of the other political talking heads. But Candace Owens is her name, and apparently she and him were they best friends.
Oh, okay.
And she's just beside herself. She's livid, and they're rallying all around to try to create a million Charlies. You know what I mean? And probably will, because there's a lot of people who will look at this and go, yeah, I don't agree with this at all.
Right.
And you look at the young people, think about the people who were at that place. Think about every kid who was there. And these are kids.
Mm-hmm. This
17,
was a college.
18, 19, 20, 21, maybe.
Just really starting.
A few older ones. But yeah, I mean, these are very young people who witnessed a horrific thing. Yeah. I mean, that most of us, unless you're in the military and have been deployed overseas, never going to see anything like that in person. Ever. Ever. So you're going to tell me that's not an impact? Yeah, it is. Of course it is.
And then to see the way people were reacting around you after you just witnessed this horrific tragedy. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That had to be completely just mind-melting to some.
Well, I would imagine so.
I mean, I can only imagine how I would feel. And, dude, I just saw this guy get brutally murdered.
Yeah.
And people are around dancing and celebrating? Where am I right now?
The dude who was who asked the last question, like, feels horrible.
Yeah.
But he was talking about it, and he was like, look, I disagreed with him. That's why I went there.
Right.
But at the same token, I respected what he was doing.
Right.
And that he gave me a voice, and doing this is terrible.
Right.
It's horrible.
Right.
I mean, this is the guy who was asking the question, All those people, including J.D. Vance, were very close to him. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people did like him.
I guess, J.D. Vance hosted his podcast yesterday.
I saw that, and he carried the casket off the plane. So, yeah. Listen, he was very popular, very well liked by a lot of people, and clearly unpopular with another section of people.
Right.
I mean, which is, if you speak on politics, mostly that's where you're going to be.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay in the middle of anything, because they don't want you to.
Right.
They want you to commit to a side or the other. Either you're a face or you're a heel. It's one or the other, no in between. But I'm not I don't wear labels, and I'm not going to wear a label. I don't care if nobody's going to make me wear a label that doesn't belong to me.
Right.
And so I am in the middle, but I don't agree with that. I can tell you I'm not in the middle of that.
Yeah.
I'm not in the middle on that, for sure, on murking people,
Turkey said the Turning Point homeschool curriculum is available for free now.
That was another thing I saw yesterday. Chicago, they were talking about how much enrollment has dropped in school.
Yeah.
Because people are homeschooling. And I think I've said for a while, I think that's the route it's going to go.
Yeah.
I think, look, you want to stop school shootings?
Right.
Get rid of the school building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do school remotely. Now I know we had a problem with it before, but there's got to be a solution in today's technology to make that work, And maybe it does involve, we go back. Maybe we loop back in time to where people stay home and educate their kids. Could happen. It's seeing more of it.
I mean, I get that, but I also think back to, there's still schools that are trying to catch up from when COVID happened, man.
Yeah.
On the learning curve.
No.
Because there was so many parents that
You're right.
Look, my kid's not going to do the schoolwork. They want to play video games. I'm not going to sit here and argue with them every day.
No,
so
I
just
get that
fuck
too.
it.
I understand.
Which is the absolute worst decision you can make. But
I get what you're saying, because not everybody could do that.
Right. Yeah,
Not
people were
everybody-
working from home, man.
Maybe you can't teach your kids at home.
Right.
And so I understand that. But it is a weird, wild time in a lot of ways.
It is.
While on one hand, lots of things are getting better and better and better, on the other hand, some things are getting worse.
And again, I just don't see that solving anything. Except just everybody stays inside their little box and we never go outside anymore.
Well, and that's the other thing, too, is...
Because you're going to have so many different variants of, all the people that identify this way are going to want to teach these things.
The Puritans of the world, and the Quakers, the Puritans, they don't want you to associate with the other side.
Right.
Which is the dumbest thing in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing in the world. No. If you really want to change minds and hearts, you go out and you talk to people.
Because what?
And you have conversations.
Instead of city names, you'll pull up to a city and get a little, tablet of these are the rules of the city. If you agree with these things, you may enter. If not,
It's just like the fake protesting that's going on, all these paid protesters, that are tearing shit up.
Right.
It's all silly stuff, man.
I don't agree with that statement, Tactical.
Which one is that?
Well, because Brad said, who has time to homeschool? I'm not a teacher. And he said, if kids were important to you, you'd figure it out.
I appreciate that you're passionate about it. I do not agree with that, only because some people can't do that.
Right.
And I get long-term what you're saying, but not everybody can unsingle dad and unwork to do that, otherwise,
Right.
It's not feasible. While it is important and people would like to figure it out, it may not be able to be done.
Right.
Brad said sending them to school is your break time from them. No, historically, every parent is ready for school to get back in. They're tired of their kids. You may love your kids, but by the end of summer, you're sick of their ass and you want them to go back to school.
Right.
Am I wrong?
No.
Like, I am done with you. I'm done
ready,
with your bullshit, Just share the love. Y'all remember how easy your everyday life is. Hardly ever do I have a confrontational moment in my day. Hardly ever do my kids run into a teacher
Right.
trying to indoctrinate. You're
Right.
and that's exactly right. And I do think here, of all places, it is the exception, not the rule, to run into that. I think you're exactly right. I think that's what I said at the very top. I'm glad I live here because, look, we're not subject to the whims of the coast.
Right.
And look, it's easy to judge them too. It's easy to sit back and judge these people because we don't live their lives. But, I don't live in New York where the cost of housing, it's crazy enough here.
Right.
But if you can imagine that, you can barely afford to live on your own in New York.
Right.
It's like $5,000 a month for rent, and that's low-end rent. It's unbelievably expensive. It's unbelievably difficult to get jobs. It's
Right.
unbelievably difficult, the expensive travel.
Right.
All of that stuff, if you live on the West Coast or the East Coast, and by that I mean up north or, the West Coast, it's very difficult. I mean, it's $103,000 is the food stamp mark in California.
Right.
At $102,000, you get food stamps. Think about that.
That's crazy.
$102,000 here, you ain't getting no food stamps.
Right.
You-
No,
you-
you'd
you
be
get-
told you make way too
No,
much money.
You got lots of friends coming over to hang out at your place.
Right.
That's what's going on here with the 102,000. But there, it's different. And so, their lives are so different than ours. And so it's hard to judge some of that, but it won't work here.
Right. Right.
It won't work here.
And that's
you can tell me about the merits of public transportation and how much it saves the environment or in fuel or all that. But I also look at everything that happens on a subway, and I'm like, I don't even want to ride on one if I visit there.
right.
I don't want to get on the subway. It's dangerous. In my car, no one's trying to kill me in it
Right.
that I know of.
Right.
I mean, honestly. Let's see.
Little doggy had posted his son was on his way to suicide and the staff were not helping, so I pulled him out of school. No, absolutely. Like if it's affecting your look, when I went through high school, I did not care. There was nothing in school there was nothing in school that interested me. I wanted to stay up late. I was a night owl. I wanted to stay
me
up
too.
late at night and
Still
not
am.
wake up early in the morning.
Yeah, still feel that way, and I still do it.
The school, right. My school eventually told my parents, they were like, look, if he can't make it on time to school, just don't send him. Just, why even bother having him
Right,
come?
right.
And my parents took that to heart. They stopped waking me up. They're like, look, if he's not going to go, he's just not going to go. And,
Yeah, and my parents felt very differently. It was, you're going to go to school or I'll kill you.
right.
And and I did. But I feel you on that.
But I can totally understand,
but
there are alternative ways to learning what you need to
Yeah.
learn as a person
Yeah.
to function in the world if it is affecting you mentally, physically, whatever, in a poor
Yeah.
way. But if you just don't want to go to school because you don't want to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, or because, you're worried that, hey, this teacher, until you cross that bridge, I
had bullies.
Yeah.
When I was in junior high.
But you know what?
And
That's
then
what-
but that's school. And then in high school there were drugs, but drugs are in every high school. I mean, it wasn't a new phenomenon for us. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I had the same challenges I think that every kid faces in high school, but we didn't have a lot of the shit that goes on now. You know what I mean?
Right,
That
right.
was not going on. Now, were teachers still sleeping with kids then? Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, I remember the big thing when I was going through school was sexual education. Parents were freaking out over, oh my gosh, they're telling my kid about how to wear a condom and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess to some extent that was, but it was especially controversial if the school were to hand out condoms.
Yeah, well, that's my school
that-
did.
Yeah, and so that was a big thing because then you're promoting it. But it's like, come on, man, we're all grown ups.
Right. We all know what
We all
we're.
know what's going on around here.
Right.
Maybe we want fewer STDs, and that's a good idea. I mean, it's still a good idea, to be honest with you. Yeah, no doubt about it.
I still don't know that homeschool is the way. I mean,
And-
if you're
and-
able to do that,
and
great.
It is a tough argument. It is tough. My thought would be that if you could create a virtual where you're like we're in the VR stuff and you're in a classroom
Right.
technically with other kids and a
Right.
teacher, it's just virtual.
So are we going to make everybody work from home?
Well, we already are, aren't we? That's starting.
I
to happen
mean,
already. A lot of
not
people
necessarily.
well, actually,
No,
now they
no.
are going back, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my job's coming to an end the 29th.
No, that's true. That's true. I mean, it's a good argument, man. I mean, it's a fair.
So you're going to live in this sheltered environment and then go enter into the workforce where there's going to be people wearing dog tails and pissing in litter boxes and having pink colored hair.
I mean, you're
not
wrong.
going to know how to
There's-
because they've been raised to hate you and
You're-
you've been raised to hate
You're
them.
talking about socialization, and that is the most difficult part of it all.
Don't get me
well,
wrong,
not
school
that.
sucked. I was picked on. I was
Yeah.
what most would consider the loser kid
The
of
nerd,
school.
yeah, the dork.
But you know what I did? Fucking dropped out, got my GED, moved 1,000 miles away, started a whole new life. Now look at me. I don't even think of those people anymore.
Yeah.
They don't matter.
No, that is true. But when you're in high school, they matter to you.
They do, but
you can't
stop,
you can't
like-
convince a kid to think they don't matter.
I know you can't.
But year after, like, trust me, if there's anybody who has not graduated school listening to me right now, a year after you graduate,
It doesn't
not
matter.
one of those people will mean a damn thing anymore. You'll get in the real world and you go,
Yeah, but-
oh, it's completely different.
You know what? No, you are tactical. You are. Because you just came out a couple minutes ago and said that if you don't do this, you don't care about your kids. And that is talking down on someone.
So,
I don't give a fuck.
well, there you go. You heard it from Rich. He didn't like it. He didn't like it, Tactical. We'll take a quick break. Let him get it together.
Bare feet on the dashboard, wind in your hair. That sundress swaying like you just don't care. Radio playing our favorite tune. You laugh like the stars all showed up too soon. I don't need a map, don't need a plan. Got the world sitting right here in my hand. 'Cause baby, you feel like a summertime breeze, like a slow dance swaying in the Arkansas trees. You're the glow on the water of a midnight lake, and I swear my heart is yours to take. With the sun going down and your hand in mine, a little red cooler full of cheap red wine. You lean on my shoulder, the crickets all sing. If this ain't heaven, it don't mean a thing. 'Cause baby, you feel like a summertime breeze, like a slow dance song in some worn out jeans. You're the calm in the storm, but crickets all sing. If this ain't heaven, it don't mean a thing. 'Cause baby, you feel like a gentle June tune, dancing barefoot 'neath the Arkansas moon. A melody strumming on my heart. With you, I found my perfect home. With the sun going down and your hand in mine, a little red cooler full of cheap red wine. You lean on my shoulder, the crickets all sing. If this ain't heaven, it don't mean a thing. Let baby you feel like a gentle June tune, dancing barefoot 'neath the Arkansas moon. A melody strumming on my heart.
right, we're back.
We back.
Yeah, so you two need to kiss and make up.
We will eventually, man.
I got my Rich Rockwell mustache. Oh, wait.
It's falling off.
It didn't make it.
You're Mario.
Yeah, I was trying to be rich. I was trying to be the Rich Rockwell there.
The beard, man.
And do it like
It's getting way too long, by the way. I looked yesterday. I was like, dude, this needs to go.
man. Just,
I lost my, no, real
you gotta
talk.
get trimmed down to the George Michael level.
I lost my guard.
Oh, I've done that.
And I've been searching for it for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And the next guard that I have will
It's too long.
it's too short, man.
Oh, it's too short.
I would come in and look like you. Like I'd be clean shaven.
No, man, just take it down to George Michael level.
Right.
You know, that's just stubble, thick stubble. that's the sexy look right now. Actually, I never have understood the love of beards, but women do love them, man. And it seems like the crazier, bushier,
To savor
more
the flavor,
food
man.
holding, more grimy, going different directions, unkempt it is, the more they love it. It's like it looks like it smells bad.
No, man.
Not yours. I'm just saying some of them look like they smell
Some
bad.
of them do.
You look
Yeah.
at it like that, and it looks like it
That's-
smells bad.
Looks like you probably have
Yeah.
an animal running.
Yeah,
around
like
in
some
there
bad
somewhere.
breath and shame are in that beard. That's what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Well, I think we're done with that anyway.
What's up?
I think we'll just end that where we ended it. I think it was a good conversation. We ended on a harsh note, but the fact is,
I get what he's saying.
No.
It just rubbed me the wrong way because no, I am a parent that like I did specific when I moved here from Hot Springs, I did specifically look around at the school districts.
Yeah.
I did settle on a school district because that school district was voted the highest in
Yeah.
the school district. But yes, at the end of the day, no, I don't feel that I myself am qualified to teach my child everything that school-wise that they need to know because half of it I probably don't understand.
well, you know the
I'm not going to teach him geometry and algebra, man. I'm going to look at one problem of y plus x equals b and go, you will never use this in your life, so let's just move on.
I think that the difference is it felt personal. I think he was making a generalization about people caring about their kids.
Right.
I know why you feel that way because I know you well enough to know how you fought to be the sole parent and to provide for your son.
Absolutely.
And to take care of him. And so I know that he's your life.
Right.
And so
That is very true.
you can't there's nobody who can take away your love, the passion that you have for being a father and raising your son.
Right.
And so for you, that felt like that's where it got personal because you felt as if he might be inferring you don't care enough.
Right.
When
Right.
I know for a fact how much you do care, but I think he was trying to make a generalization and it just kind of fell on you a certain way.
Yeah.
But I understand. It's one of those things that there are two sides you clearly get. I mean, we were having a healthy
Hey.
conversation pertaining to what is the best solution, and it's like, look, we're not going to discuss it, but everybody can understand abortion is a topic that even if you're on one side or the other, you do understand the other
Right.
side.
Absolutely.
It's one of those few things where you can clearly see both sides. They both have value. They both have arguments that it's hard to pick a side sometimes.
Right.
And that's one of those things where it is
No,
hard to figure
and again,
out.
tactical, you didn't. But again, to me, like when I look at homeschooling, this is what I see. I see number one, and again, you're right. They have online teachers and everything.
Yeah.
This is really where my main thing is at. I do not want to sit and argue with my child
Right.
all day long to get him to sit down and do his schoolwork.
And I understand what you're saying.
Because eventually that causes strife between mine and his personal relationship.
Right.
Where, geez, all dad's doing is yelling at me all day because I'm not,
You're saying he's not going to respect me as he would a teacher
Right.
in these classes.
Right.
And I understand what you're saying. And I'm sure, Turkey, y'all are good.
Yeah, we're,
This is just dudes being, just people talking. There's no hard
Ladies
feelings
and
here.
gentlemen, this is how you have a debate.
Yeah.
Two people have
This
opposite
is it.
sides of the
This is
spectrum.
exactly
We got
how-
pissed the fuck off, and now we're good.
Yeah, I mean, that's facts. That's how it's supposed to work. You have a conversation. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes you get mad at each other, and then you move on and you live your damn life.
Right.
I mean, isn't that what's supposed to happen?
That's what's supposed to happen.
I mean, I think so too.
You're still part of the show. I still want to see you in the comments. I still want you to come here and dish out whatever pain I spent on the wheel.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing's changed.
You're just an asshole now.
It's just dudes. This is how dudes do it. Now, ladies, I'm sure the same in some ways, but I'm saying that this is what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to have lively debates, get passionate, feel a certain way, and then you park that shit and you move on with your life.
Right.
And you go, hey, I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not going to do it. You don't throw babies out with bathwater. You put them in a Glad bag.
Right.
But that's enough. That's wrong. That is very wrong. I should not have said
There's
that.
Luke. Hey, y'all, what's your favorite cartoon?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I do have a favorite cartoon, Heavy Metal. I saw boobies. That was awesome. All right, man. What do you need to promote today? Anything at all?
I don't have anything coming up for the next 2 weeks, man.
Man, that's nice.
Yeah,
You got a little break, a little rest.
It's coming down to the end of the year, and that's usually where bookings start to get spread out a little bit more. You got holidays and everything,
all that.
and
Yeah,
school,
no, you're
really
absolutely right.
starting. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. October will be a busy month.
Well, let me say, I love helping people buy homes. And if rates are coming down, there is a very good market right now. It's a good market in that there's not a million buyers in this moment trying to get the home. Now, you might say, why is that important? Well, here's why. Right now, you have the power to negotiate. Let's say a house is $220. Maybe you get them down to $205, $200,000, and that's a huge amount of money over 30 years. You do the interest on that $20,000 over 30 years, it's a lot of damn money.
Right.
Okay. So right now you could do that. I can't tell you that when, a couple more rate drops, happen, that you're not going to have 20 people who are bidding at the very top or overbidding to get the same property.
Right.
And that's real deal real estate right there. So now is a great time to make a buying decision and to get some great values on your home. Now you might be saying, well, I don't have a ton of money. Well, here's the surprise. You don't need 20% down, more than likely. 99% of people don't. About 3.5% down is about what you can figure on. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll be able to get some closing costs for you, but get that covered. And I'm able to help a lot of people with that. Or maybe better yet, you're a veteran and you have the VA loan. So a VA loan or a USDA loan, 0 down, and then maybe you get your closing costs paid and you can get into a home for, $1,000 or less. Yeah. That's pretty great. And I've helped a lot of people do that this year. So, if you've got credit, let's say somewhere in the 600s, let's talk about it. Let's see if we can do something for you. Let's help you out to get a house. Conversely, if you have a house you want to sell, it's a good time to sell a house. Get with me. I'll show you how to sell your house and be done in 2 weeks. I've helped a lot of people now sell and buy at the same time. Did it with Matt Orton. Helped him out. Him and his lovely, lovely bride, much lovelier than him.
When's he going to come back in?
I know. I haven't seen Matt in a minute. I need to holler back at him. But yeah, helped him. They sold a house because they got married. She had a house. They sold it and then moved into the house. Same weekend. Yeah. Everything happened at one time perfectly. They had just a little buffer for moving. And that was all they needed. No strife, Turkey. No need to be sorry. There's no negative.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Yeah, there's no negatives here, man. This was just people talking. That's
if anything, thanks for the real conversation, man. That was a great take.
Actually, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's input. That's what it's about. We can all share input and not feel like we got to smoke each other other than with a paintball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we'll see you tomorrow. How about that?
Later, everyone.
Late.